What's up? It's Esteban, and I'm hanging out with my man Mac Miller. What up,
dude?
man? How you living?
Take one of these?
Yes, one of those.
Good, man. I just got in from London today.
Wow. What are you doing out there?
Press for this album that I have coming out called Watching Movies with the Sound Off.
Yes. Now let's talk about this album.
Oh
man.
yeah, let's do it.
First of all, let's talk about the title.
Yeah.
So, watching movies with the sound off is something that directors and DPs and people who are into cinematography for like shot composition and framing and storytelling and stuff like that, they watch movies with the sound off for that reason. Why are you watching movies with the sound off?
What I want people to do, I want people to take my album, take different movies, play them with the sound off, and then play the music to accompany the movie. And you can see kind of how they complement each other. You know what I'm saying? Where this scene might be different now that you're playing this song, and this song might sound different now that you're watching that visual. So it's a lot about like the information and then how things appear to be and then what they really are. A bunch of stuff like that.
There's a thread through the album of like birds chirping and like, so what was it about birds that made you, kind of incorporate them all through your album?
There's a lot of reasons for birds in there. Like a lot of them are just kind of just like random weird things, but I just kind of just like the idea of flight.
And it's ill because the birds definitely help keep the album a one complete body of work.
Exactly. And there's certain types of birds like that are influential, like the cuckoo bird is one. It just is a very just takes its own path. It doesn't do anything like regular birds. It's its own thing.
So you identify with the cuckoo bird a bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now another thing that I know that was really different is you moved to LA.
Yeah.
So how did LA impact your creative process for this album?
Well, it all started with me kind of building the studio, which is the Sanctuary. When I'm working with Germ and E, at some point they're like, all right, I gotta go to sleep. So like, now that I have my own studio, I could be there till crazy hours. I was working really ridiculous hours, sleeping in there, not showering for a week and just staying in that room the whole time. It was like very dedicated. Plus like all the people I got to work with out there and the collaborations and people that I've built, friendships with that became a part of the album, not just musically, but just, like I said, it's all about energy, people's energies that was brought to the album.
Talk about that. Like you got like some of the dopest MCs that we have out right now. Ab Soul, Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler the Creator, Action Bronson, Schoolboy. How did the creative process work with them? Did you hear the beat and think of them first? Or were they in there recording with you? Like how did it work?
We always did the songs together. So we'll say, okay, I'll tell you like with Earl. Earl comes over all the time and we make music all the time. And we sat down and we were like, let's create something new. Like we're friends. That's how it works. Is when these people are your friends, you go in and it's exciting because you're not thinking, oh, this is my Schoolboy Q song.
Right.
You're thinking, like, if you take Mac Miller and Earl Sweatshirt and what does that get? Like, what is that equation? It should create something new. It shouldn't be made to fit them. It shouldn't be made to fit me. It should be us creating something that doesn't exist. That's what a real good collaboration does. And then the Tyler record came about because my whole album was really melancholy and sad and depressing, right? And I'm in the studio with Tyler and I'm playing him the album. And he's like, oh, this is dope, but like we're talking about how depressing it is, right? It's like my mom and dad called me on some like, are you okay type stuff.
Wow.
I was fine. But so Tyler's hearing the album and he's like, damn, it's depressing. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like we need to brighten it up. We need the record for laughter. So we made that, and that's why our song is so like over the top, kind of comical.